Yo, I'm Raven Galvicus, and welcome to Henshin Hero Holler, where I discuss the latest tokusatsu shows. Kamen Rider Geats, episode 19, Divergence 3. Vote. Who is the disaster? Continuing where episode 18 left off. We're near the end of the second half of Jamal Ball, or J-Ball. Takun protects a Yamato from Nash because he believes the monsters could be human. Nash is taking advantage of Takun's belief to frame him as a disaster. The enemy team is in the lead because of all this drama. Geats, Lopo, and Nago don't want to lose like this, so they bust their asses to catch up, even scoring 2 goals at once in the final seconds of the match. The second half ends with Team Rider and Team Yamato tied. With no team winner, J-Ball got extended for a final match. But before we leave the arena, Geats noticed Buffa within it, so this means Buffa learned a way to escape the Yamato garden. Takun was troubled by seeing his disaster results at the DGP lounge, putting salt to the wound by having the Game Master remind him that he is indeed in trouble. But that's not all that he wanted to say to Takun. The Game Master informed him that he has a meeting with an audience member. Takun accepted and headed to meet with Kekera. I find it funny that Takun and I got confused about Kekera being a statue or a living person. Even though I'm still confused, but that doesn't matter now. Kekera explained to Takun that he's his supporter, and all the boost buckles from the first couple of episodes that Takun received was thought to be random luck. Was not that at all. They were all presents from Kekera. Kekera complained and expressed his upset Takun for being stupid recently. Takun explains that he's hesitating to fight because past players could turn out to be Yamatos and wish to protect them. Kekera then said to Takun that he came to that conclusion because Nash told him so, and to not trust Nash in the first place. He also warned Takun in the DGP it's eat or be eaten, to learn to doubt so he doesn't get stabbed in the back again. Buffa, wandering around the city, eventually come across Geats. Geats asks why he's still alive. Buffa simply shared his thoughts of how foolish all the players are, even himself to risk their lives in the DGP. Geats believing that he's just being petty, and if he's a Yamato now, because Buffa said he came from the Yamato garden. Buffa explains that he's not one of them. He's still alive, the only player alive when he was there, and declared to Geats that he'll defeat all Kamen Riders in his own way. After Buffa parting ways with Geats, he got ambushed and captured by game producer Nerum. Game Master Cherami is quite pleased with his desired Grand Prix with all the doubts and betrayals. Their audience numbers are rising as he expected. Cherami always believed true entertainment that the audience craves are the thrills and drama. Geats returned to the game lounge after his meeting with Buffa. He accidentally woke up Takun, but Takun couldn't sleep anyway. Geats asked for him a late night snack. While they're eating their so-called snack, Geats said he talked to Buffa and learned that he was the only one alive where the Yamatos lived. Takun saddened with the news that all the defeated players are truly gone. Geats encouraged him to try to win and get his wish granted. But for Takun to do that, they both need to figure out who the true disaster is. Takun's surprised that Geats really trusts him and believed that he's the only player who didn't vote him out. Geats said that he never said that, and if Takun wants trust, he better work for it by showing everyone that he's not the disaster. The DGP had an interview and questioned Nash why he thinks Takun is the disaster. Nash replies, "Your role doesn't matter. If you're voted, you're eliminated. That's the key. If you vote off an unnecessary player, that's one way to thin the numbers." It's pretty clever, Nash. But will he get away with it? Now, the final round of J-Ball. Whoever team score first wins it all. We're back with one playable ball, but Team Yamato still outnumber our heroes and overpower them, to the point that the enemy already reached their goal near the food pantry. Takun and Nash were guarding the goal and defeated the Yamatos carrying the ball. Takun retreated the ball, but Nash pestered him by saying if he's going to betray them again. Tycoon, tired of this shit, stands tall and declares that he's going to protect everyone at the food pantry. He'll do whatever it takes to win this game. Geats, glad to hear Tycoon's revelation, went ahead and helped him out by forcing the Jamino and the boss to turn into Shiro, saying that Jaminos are just mimicking humans and not the actual defeated Kamen Riders, showing everyone that Nash was the one lying and making Tycoon out to be the disaster. Geats told Tycoon that he'll protect the food pantry for him so he could focus on winning the game. Tycoon, with so much determination, rushes towards the goal. Even though the enemies were in his way, Lopo and Nago finally started to believe in Tycoon, helped him out. With the assist, he reached the goal, but the boss Jamino guarding the area shoots a laser point blank at Tycoon. Tycoon powers through it and scored the goal in the most badass way, which means Team Rider wins the J-Ball game. Time for the Riders to vote for the potential disaster. Nash believing that his plan will work and that Tycoon will be voted off, but not all plans work in the end. Nash is the one that is voted as the disaster. Of course, he's upset with the result, and threatens everyone that they will regret this, as he got retired. We headed back to the Jamino Garden, where the game producer dumped Buffa there. His assistant asks if this is what he really wants. Niran believes that the Desire Grand Prix will lack realism if Buffa come back alive. I find that dumb of him to think that, but okay, sure. But he have high hopes for Buffa to provide entertainment by reincarnate as a Jamino. Thanks for hearing me out of episode 19 of Kamen Rider Geats. See you on the next one.